Reborn community. This is Ashley and this is baby Brianna. I'm making this video as a warning to everyone out there in the community as far as a seller on eBay and also a woman who sells her items on Facebook. My experience, she did try and silence me, but I will not be silenced. The thing is I saw one of her silicone babies on eBay, and it was absolutely beautiful, wonderful piece of work. I fell in love with her, so did my boyfriend, and so I bid on her. Well, I think it was like maybe a day or two before the bidding ended, it got yanked off. Totally, like, no longer existed, gone, and I was heartbroken. I was like, oh my goodness, I just lost this baby forever. I was the highest bidder and I was in line to win, and so the fact that it was removed really upset me. So I was like, well, what's going on? I had 3 or 4 messages from her through eBay saying, please contact me right away. I need to talk to you. Please PM me on Facebook. And I was like, okay. So I did message her on Facebook. Her name is Ladonna Briggs, and this is her Facebook page. She is the woman who runs Sweet Potato Pie Nursery. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. This is her. And she goes by on eBay as Briggs 1JNK. Well, what happened was I contacted her on Facebook and I said, what's going on? I was freaking out. I was like, please explain. Well, she told me that she had gotten the mold for this silicone baby from China, and that it was brought to her attention that it was stolen. When I say stolen, I mean that the doll itself wasn't stolen. Supposedly, the legs were a copy of someone else's kit. The head was a copycat of someone else. She doesn't have any proof to back this up. The artist that the mold was supposedly stolen from has not come forward, has not spoken with her, did not inform her, has not talked to her. Just some random person. She told me that the individual, which she wouldn't even give a name, who informed her of this information, had contacted all the bidders on her doll on eBay and informed them, and that everyone was really upset. Line number 1, I was the highest bidder for 4 days, and I did not get a message. 2, I've gone on her page and I've, tested this out and seen if I can contact her bidders and sellers, or buyers, I mean, and I can't see who they are. I can't click and contact them or go to their page or anything. So I was like, this doesn't make any sense. But I contacted her on Facebook because I really wanted this baby girl. So I contacted her and she told me the story, and she says, I know how much this means to you and how much you love her. Mind you, we've been communicating back and forth for a week on this doll, about what it can and can't do as far as like taking a pacifier and all sorts of different things, the material it's made out of, everything. She had also made modifications to this silicone baby girl's mouth so that it will take a pacifier, because when I bid on her, she couldn't take a pacifier at all. She could take a modified one as far as like cutting the entire nipple off and using putty maybe, but she couldn't take a pacifier. After talking to this woman, she had told me that she just had a feeling that I was going to win, and I told her it didn't really bother me that the doll can take a pacifier, but she was really adamant, and she told me I'm going to cut into the mouth some more, a little deeper, so it could take a pacifier. And I was like, well, you don't have to do that, but that's really nice, thank you. So she did, and she sent me a picture of it taking a pacifier, and I thought it was really nice of her, and she was really fast as far as answering questions that I felt was honest. I wouldn't know if she's telling me the truth or not. But she was fast at replying, and she seemed to care. I asked her what she would come with, if she was going to come with a bunch of extras, if I was going to have like a really amazing box opening, because if so, then I want to be prepared for that, and I want to make a video for you guys whenever I received her. Well, she told me that it was stolen. She goes, but I know how much this means to you, and I would still like to sell this baby girl to you if you are interested, knowing that she is a knockoff of someone else's work. And I said, that doesn't bother me. I love her. She's amazing. I can afford her. At the time, I was bidding about $715 for her, and I would have gone higher. That's how bad I wanted the doll. When she told me this and I said, no, I still want her, she goes, okay, well, I put, as far as purchasing the silicone and reborning her, I put in $500. I don't want to make a profit off this doll. I am willing to break even and give this doll to you at a price of $500. So not only was I going to win the bid and get her, but the bidding, she was taken off of eBay and then sold to me privately from Facebook through PayPal at even a lower price. So I was even more excited to have this baby girl. And I told her that I didn't want the vintage clothes that was in the picture, that I wouldn't use them. I asked her, could you send her in something else? And she said, yeah, of course, no problem. And I send the baby girl with a lot of extras, and you're going to love her, and she's not going anywhere, and she's yours. She helped me even send the money through PayPal privately, which I did find out later on that using eBay to place an item up for sale and then removing it and using the information received during the auction to contact bidders outside of eBay, as far as like Facebook or text message, and sell the doll privately is illegal. It is against eBay policy. I have reported her. The worst thing that happened is I saw the doll. I wanted the doll. I could afford the doll. I placed a bid. It was removed. She contacted me privately. It was promised to me again. I paid her. I gave her the money. She received the money. She told me she received the money. I have proof of that. I have proof of all of this. And then what happened is not even 24 hours later, she fully refunds me. She tells me, I'm sorry, I just can't sell the doll. So the doll was for sale. Then it wasn't. Then it was, and I paid for it. And then it wasn't. And this woman had me on this string, just playing with me, toying with me, for about a little over a week. Maybe more, maybe 2 weeks. And so I was pissed. I was really upset. I was like, why are you doing this to me? Like, you know, I asked her to send a video of the doll. She did. Everything I asked her to do, she did. She answered all my questions. I was, like, really satisfied. I was super happy. I was like, I have this gut feeling everything's going to work out. This is meant to be. And to have the rug pulled out from under me was totally uncalled for. Like, why waste my time? Why lie to me? Why do all this and that? She kept saying, well, it's my reputation, it's my reputation, it's my reputation. I have to look out for my business, blah, 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 blah. And I said, one, you're lying to me. You're yanking my chain. You're getting my hopes up. You took my money. Yes, I was refunded. But you're doing all these things that are unprofessional and just mean, you know? Me and my boyfriend wanted this baby, and just like the reason that we have Brianna is we cannot have children. I might make another video later on as to the details on that. Right now I'm not going to get into all of that, but we cannot have children of our own. We can't even adopt. It's a really heartbreaking story. I did share it with her, and, you know, she told me that this baby was going to be a really good fit, and that she was happy to sell her to me. I'm sorry. I bought stuff to put her name on the nursery wall. Behind me is Brianna's name. And I bought stuff to put, I had a name for this baby girl. It was Annalicia Marie Smith. But anyways, so I was really upset. I tried to talk to her, convince her, plead with her, basically like fight for this doll. I needed her to know that it meant the world to me. and was very important. I needed her to know that this wasn't just a, oh, okay, kind of thing, you know. This was devastating for me, for her to do what she did. That didn't work. I said, fine, forget it. I'm never going to get this doll. I had horrible, bad customer service. Like, it was horrible. She had me excited and then crying, and then excited and preparing the nursery for another baby, and then just to let me down. And she didn't care. She didn't care. She was just like, whatever, you know, I'm sorry. I have to look out for my reputation. You know, I understand that, but to make promises and take money and, you know, it's just all around bad business. So I let it go. I was like, you know, whatever. But what I did was I posted a review on her Facebook page telling my story just like I am with you now, because people need to know what I went through. And that's the whole part of a review, is to tell others the type of service that you had, how you feel about the company, and how you were treated, your transaction, just pretty much all of that. So in my review, I did not harass her. I did not make personal jabs at her or anything. It's unnecessary. I don't know her as, you know, I don't know her personally, so I don't have a leg to stand on as far as those type of comments, so I didn't do it, you know. I was upset, but I wasn't going to say things that weren't true or make her out to be someone, you know, because I don't know her. So what I did was I told them, you know, everything, and then later I found out I was blocked. She blocked me off Facebook, so I was like, okay, but only like, I don't know if she really blocked me. I tried to message her because, well, we'll get to that in a second. I tried to message her because I was getting harassed by someone because of my review. That wasn't her. Anyways, it said that she wasn't accepting messages, so I was like, okay, that's weird. I couldn't comment, like, or do anything as far as my review in addition to posting my review. So people were leaving comments, you know, my friends, Virginia, Delioso. I'm not really sure how to pronounce her last name, but she's the woman that made baby Brianna, who I'm holding right now, for us, and she's an amazing woman. I had no issues with her. You know, she did what she said she was going to do when she said she was going to do it. You know, she was honest. Like, she's amazing. But they were able to comment because they were with me through the whole experience, you know. I had them, you know, get on eBay and read the description, and they answered a bunch of questions for me, and I got their approval. I was like, do you think this doll is worth this much money? You know, does it look legit? You know, so they were with me from step one. And they always are. Every time I see a doll, I call them and I'm like, can you look at this? You know, what do you think of it? You know, they're my doll girls, you know, they're my reborn mamas. You know, they look out for me and they care about me and I care about them. So they were leaving messages too, saying that they didn't think it was right, and, you know, trying to tell Ladonna, do you understand what you've put this woman through? And so they were able to, and but I still don't know why I can't. Like, I was getting attacked personally by a fake profile called Mel Lane. Well, this profile doesn't exist anymore as of today. Like, you look it up, it's not there. But the thing is this profile just magically appeared. No pictures, no information. It was brand new, nothing on it. And this so-called person, which I still to this day believe was Ladonna Briggs herself, hiding behind a fake persona, a fake profile for whatever reason, I guess to protect her business while still being vicious. This Mel Lane said things like, because Ladonna kept saying, like, I can't make money off this doll. I just can't. It's not right to make money off someone else's work. I understand that, but Ladonna is the woman who reborn this doll. She didn't mold this silicone. She didn't steal from anybody. She had purchased this doll, the silicone mold, from another company. That company is the one that supposedly stole someone else's work. So I mean, it's already been done. She already is in possession of someone else's work, and what difference does it make if she gives it away, which is an option I gave her? You've done all this to me. You've done the ups and the downs, and you've took my money, and you have my address, and you've made promises, and you've done things with the doll as a request of me and for me from you, and why go through all of this and then deny me the right to have this silicone baby? I was like, if you're worried about, you don't feel like it's right to make a profit off of this doll, you obviously don't even want this doll, or you wouldn't have sold her. I said, as a suggestion, then why don't you just gift the doll to me? Why don't you just send her free of charge and don't make any money off of her? I have no problem paying for her. But if you don't want money, then just give her to me, And so Mel was making comments like, why should you get a free doll? Why should you get a free doll? Ladonna's done nothing wrong. Saying things like, you're just a basket case, you're mentally unstable, you need counseling, what other stuff? Just being mean, saying, get over it. Hold on just a second. Let me pull up some more stuff. I have some stuff on my phone. I think that it's important that you guys know a little bit more. Where is it at? I have my screenshots here. I screenshotted everything because I had a feeling it was all going to disappear, which it did. So Mel Lane says, I think this young woman needs a therapist, clergy, and I'm not sure what that is, or crisis group, not a doll. I too am a doll person for the last 20 years. Ladonna is doing the professional thing to try to protect those artists whose work have been stolen by China. I do not how big a group you're trying to damage her reputation. All of us in the doll business, whether artists or collectors, have encouraged problem clients. I'm not a problem client. She's a problem seller is the issue. She's a problem seller. By the behavior displayed in these emails, the problem is not going to be solved by beating up the seller. I would never hurt Ladonna or anybody. I'm not that kind of person. I don't know where they got that from. I've never threatened her. I've never threatened anybody in this situation at all. Nobody. Not Mel, not Ladonna, not anybody. Nor would I. Anyways, even if I did, which I didn't, she's all the way supposedly in Missouri or whatever. So it's I don't know, just anyways. Get help and consider adoption, a real baby. Well, we have, okay, well, alright, she opened the door. I'm going to tell you guys, we can't have children because my boyfriend is dying from cystic fibrosis. He is 35 years old and he has an average lifespan of 45 years. So he has about 10 years left, if that. And for that reason alone, we are not going to adopt because we are not going to bring a child into this world knowing that its father is not going to be around for its 10th birthday. That is wrong, and that is just, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So anyways, so that is the case on that situation. I can get into it more. That's the biggest thing. But anyways, we're both infertile, so anyways, moving on. So this other person says, are you serious? This is a professional seller who may have been advised by legal counsel not to release a knockoff doll into the community. It's already been released into the community when she purchased it from China. Another thing is Mel Lane said, Ladonna has let no one down. She may have given in to demands because she is new to the field and unsure how to proceed after she was emailed the situation on the doll. It appears continued with this. It appears that because she is probably a kind lady, that she continued due to the harassing contacts from this young lady. I never harassed her. I pleaded with her and told her how important it was that I have this doll, and, you know, I paid for this doll and I was promised this doll, and it's like, you know. Anyways, she has the right to unwind a sale. It's called business, nothing personal. Yeah, it is. It's called business. It's called poor business. Irresponsible business. Bad business. This woman, Mel Lane, also later says, where is it at? I don't see it right now, but anyway, so she basically calls me crazy and, you know, says that I'm a horrible person and all this stuff. So I did in my review, because I couldn't leave comments and I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't respond. It wouldn't allow me to, which is another thing. Like, that's not fair. You know, Mel Lane can, you know, comment on both Virginia's posts, my post, and, you know, private message me and all this stuff, but I'm limited. Like, there's something wrong there. Like, I was leaving her a bad review, which was honest, and that's it. And she didn't like it, so she somehow limited my access on her page to silence me or to, you know, keep me from telling people what happened instead of fixing it or, you know, anything. So that was, like, not cool. And then the last thing I want to say is I found out that Facebook deleted my review, said that I violated Facebook policy, which I don't see how, and she got her star back. So when you're looking at her eBay and her Facebook and she has good ratings, this is why. Because she deliberately keeps people from leaving bad comments by contacting Facebook, having it removed, blocking you from her page, pulling items completely off of eBay as though they don't exist, so you can't leave a bad review because your sale never went fully through and the item no longer exists, so you can't leave her a review on eBay at all, and Facebook and her have blocked me from access on her page, so I cannot do anything more than that. So just so you all know, when you look at her profiles and you see that she has good ratings, this is why. Another thing, Facebook, I'm not very happy. Reviews are supposed to be positive and negative. It's a review. Me leaving a poor comment on her business page talking about the transaction at hand should not have been removed. She did gain her star back. So she's at 4.8 out of 5 stars. She was at 4.7 or 4.5, something like that. But the thing is she plays the system, so it looks and appears that she has good business when she is a poor businesswoman who is vicious and, you know, just doesn't handle things correctly. So I just wanted to warn everyone out there in the doll community of her and how she handles things, so that if you are looking at dolls that she has posted or thinking of doing business with her, I would discourage it. I'm not going to say don't do it, but if you do purchase an item from her and you have a bad experience and you have seen this video, I did fair warn you. I did let you know about it, so just keep an eye out for that and look out for one another. But as far as for Virginia Delicio, I'm sorry, girl, if I'm mispronouncing your last name, who made my Reborn Brianna. She is amazing. And I mean, I could sit here for 30 minutes and talk about how awesome she is and how awesome the other Virginia is, which I have not had the privilege to meet yet, but hopefully we will all get together. But anyways, so I just wanted to let you know that. Thanks.